Have you ever looked in the mirror and immediately start picking yourself apart? I mean, we all do it from time to time. But what if I told you that the mirror could actually be your greatest tool for self-love and confidence? The way you speak to yourself in the mirror shapes the way you see yourself.
Mirror work. I like to call it mirror magic. Okay, let's get into it. Mirror work is a self-practice where you speak affirmations to yourself while looking in the mirror. Okay, it helps with boosting your confidence, allowing yourself to give yourself more self-acceptance. Okay, this is something that I've been doing for years, and I really like to do it when I am sitting where I'm sitting right now in front of my vanity. Right before I get dressed, put my wigs on, my makeup on, I'm usually bare, and I just start speaking life into myself. And as I'm getting myself, together, giving myself a slight makeover, I always speak life into myself. Okay, it helps boost my confidence. Let me tell y'all when I first started doing it. I think I told this story back a few videos back about, when I really start loving myself, right? One day, I was looking in the mirror. I had just washed my hair. I washed my hair, and my hair was it was like a big ass afro. And I flat ironed my hair, and I put a bun on top of my head, and I let the rest hang down. But I actually pulled my hair back. Now, prior to this, I never, ever wore my hair pushed back off of my face because I was always hiding my forehead. You know what I mean? Like, I hated my forehead. I hated it. You know what I mean? I hated it. They used to call me five head, forehead, go head, big head. Like, I hated it because I used to get teased so much growing up. And I just was like, oh, it's just too much. I mean, that shit big as hell. You know what I mean? And I used to hate it so much, right? And to that day, I just turned 30. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I looked myself in the mirror after I pulled my hair back in a bun, and I just was like, I am so beautiful. Oh my God. Like, wow, you are amazing. You are an amazing human being. Oh my God. I just really love myself. Like, oh wow, I am beautiful. I am in shock. And I began to then speak life into myself. And I remember I posted that picture on Facebook, and I just thought I was so beautiful. And because I looked at myself and I thought and knew that I was beautiful, not just with my look, but within. I felt beautiful within. And I posted that picture, and that was the first time I've ever posted. I used to always have a bang. I got to have that bang, a swoop. Don't hit me with the swoop, okay? But I never showed my forehead, and that was the first time I showed my forehead. And I remember, and everybody on that picture got the most likes. And from then on, I was like, oh my God, all these years, I was hiding something that made me so unique and so beautiful. And that was my forehead. And I looked at myself from then on in the mirror, and I would give myself so much love. And I would be like, oh my God, I love me. You are beautiful, Denise. Wow, you are an amazing person. And I would just feed that into myself while looking in the mirror. And I'm telling y'all, something about this mirror, something about looking yourself in a mirror and giving yourself so much love and so much admiration and just knowing how beautiful you are inside and out, it is life-changing, y'all. And from then on, people look at me how I look at me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I look at me as a beautiful human being. And so people began to stare at me, and I began to get so much attention, and everybody's telling me, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And to this day, they still do. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh my God, it's so radiant. It's almost like a bright ass light. I can't make this up, y'all. I see myself so differently, what I mean, than I did in the past. And it has a lot to do with my mirror work. And I was talking on Twitter, telling people like, oh, I was talking on TikTok, and I was like, I do beauty magic. You know what I mean? And they be like, beauty magic? Like, what? Like, when you put magic behind something, people will be like, nah, I don't want no parts of that, right? But I look myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I am just so beautiful. And I love this for me. You know what I mean? I love this for me. So I advise y'all, strip yourself. Well, you ain't got to strip yourself. Like, why you getting dressed? Why you getting dressed? From the beginning to the end of you getting dressed. You in that mirror and you getting dressed and you just start speaking life into yourself. Man, I'm so beautiful. I love me. Wow. I would never neglect me. I love everything about me. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I know I'm beautiful. I am a beautiful human being. Yeah. And I'm getting chills. I'm getting goosebumps on my heart thinking about it. I just look at myself and I'm like, my God, you are an amazing person. And because I see myself that way, this is how the world is going to see me. You see what I'm saying? And I begin to accept myself for who I am and all my flaws. We are not perfect, y'all. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of the times us women, we are hard on ourselves, especially the older we become. You know what I mean? The older we become, everything changes. You know what I'm saying? I don't look the same way I looked when I was 22. You know what I mean? I'm a completely different grown woman. I love this grown me. But a lot of the times we look at ourselves and we see our bodies changing. We see our face changing. We see the wrinkles. We see the face coming down slightly, you know, so we try to want to enhance our beauties with Botox and lip fillers and, you know, that sort of thing. And let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with that. I am not against it, honey, okay? It's a lot of people that's got some work done, and my God. And it helped boost their self-esteem. But you got to love within first. You have to love within. And I tell myself all the time, I'm like, Denise, don't you ever lose yourself. Don't ever lose yourself. Don't ever let yourself go. As a lot of y'all know, I take pride in myself. I eat good. You know, I work out. I try the best I can. You know what I mean? We're not perfect. I mean, there's no perfect route in this life, but you can try the best you can. And the first thing you got to try is loving yourself, man. Like, that is where it starts. And I know it's so cliche because everybody's always talking about self-love, love yourself, love yourself. No, you have to really love on yourself, man. I mean, you don't need nobody else to validate you. You would never need nobody else to validate you on what you do and how you live your life because you love you. And I'm here to tell y'all, mirror work, this is life-changing. This is life-changing. When you wake up in the morning, you getting out that bed and you washing your face, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am that girl. Who gonna tell me otherwise? You know what I'm saying? Who is gonna tell me otherwise? The confidence begins to rise within you because you know you love you. I want to encourage y'all to start doing some mirror work. Okay? Start doing some mirror work. It's life-changing. Have a good day.